Hi Scorpio, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-February 2025 love reading. Thank you to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, source will be in front of us. It's why I call it Bridging the Gap spread. And the way it works is we'll look at the past, present, future energies between you and the main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well with some additional insight, and that's when the Bridging the Gap dynamic comes into play. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Bath Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel that's the way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Three of Cups. So to me, this says that you might have been in a light celebratory mood in the past with this person. Could just be saying that maybe you even met them while you were out celebrating something as well. So maybe when you were out with friends or even family members, looks like you could cross paths with them. And maybe for some, you just could even just be pointing back to the Cancer full moon that we had recently. All right, past energy on their side, we have the Hierophant. So this is the major arcana card for Taurus, which is your house of relationships. So it could just be saying that even though you might have had more of a light, playful energy toward the connection, this person might have already seen the potential for this to be a long-term commitment. So definitely could show a difference in energy the two of you had. Now, a less likely way it could be playing out could also just be saying because they came forward wanting to bring that long-term stability to the connection, that might have been what you were celebrating. But I still feel like it's more likely you were just approaching it with a bit of a lighter energy in the past. All right, present energy on your side, we have the Nine of Arrows. So this is Gemini energy here. If we look at the artwork, it looks like that angelic figure is trying to give them an arrow, which the arrows represent communication. Then we see the other 8 arrows are all pointing toward the cards on their side. So could just be saying that in the present you could be feeling nudged to communicate with this person, but it looks like there's a lot of anxiety around doing that. And what I feel like the topic of the discussion would be for the majority of you is along the lines of, again, like I said, if you're approaching it from a more lighthearted energy and you feel like this person's getting ahead of themselves, right, you might want to just talk that through with them, right? Because the interest could be there, but maybe you might feel like they're trying to move things ahead a little bit quicker than you would like. All right, present energy on their side, we have the Seven of Cups. So yeah, so this could ultimately be saying, well, for one, this is a Scorpio energy here. So for some of you, maybe you might even resonate more with the energy on the right. But more than anything, I feel like this is saying if we see the person there with the mask on, right? So it could just be saying that ultimately that's what's giving you pause, right? To where you feel like, okay, you're trying to advance this connection, but I feel like we don't even know each other too well yet, right? So again, like I said, I feel like the main thing is you just might feel like this person's moving the connection ahead a little bit more quickly than you would like. All right, and in the near future position on your side, we have Temptation. So this is Capricorn energy here, and this could ultimately say because, you feel like you're finding it difficult to just come forward and communicate what your concerns are to this person, and ultimately you might actually find yourselves just being pulled away from the connection with someone else. And this does make me think of the fact that we will have Venus retrograde coming up in March, so that could be the timeline when that might happen. Okay, and future energy on their side, we have the Nine of Wands. So yeah, so ultimately I feel like this is saying that what could happen in the process of all this happening is then this might actually reveal an abandonment wound that this person might have, right? Because if we look at the artwork there, it looks like the child is behind that fence there, and then we see the adults together, right? So it could just be saying that they might have felt like they were always left out, right? Like they weren't shown love and affection when they were growing up. So anything like this, right, it could actually just trigger that wound for them. And then that could also explain why they might have wanted to move the connection ahead very quickly, right? Because they have an abandonment wound. So they're like, oh, I got to lock this down so I know that I won't be abandoned. So obviously that's ultimately their responsibility. to go through that healing process, but at the very least, it looks like this could be revealing why you might be experiencing this energy from this person. Okay, so bottom of the deck on your side, we have Sacrifice. So this is the equivalent of the Hangman in traditional tarot, and usually I view it as a Pisces energy, so this could just be saying that ultimately, as we progress through Pisces season, you might be weighing the pros and cons there, right? Like saying that, okay, would I have to give up too much to be in this connection, right? Like I said, it seems like this person just wants to move it ahead more quickly than you're comfortable with, so you could be weighing the pros and cons there. Bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, could this be saying that ultimately this person just might still have that ability to charm you, right? So again, like I said, they might be trying to move the connection ahead more quicker than you would like, but you do still feel this level of attraction toward them, right? So I feel like you might not necessarily want to throw the whole connection away, but at the same time, it looks like you're finding it difficult to actually just have that talk with them, like, hey, this is moving ahead more quickly than I would like, so could just be pointing to what makes it trickier to navigate the energy as well. We'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Love Oracle card deck here. I already did pre-shuffle the deck, but we'll give it a few more shuffles, cut the deck, and pull a card that way. Almost have one there. Alright, so let's put the deck down, and we'll pull a card. Okay, we'll take this one. Let me get this out of the way, and next we'll do the same thing with the Wisdom Oracle deck. I pre-shuffled this deck as well, but we'll give it a few more shuffles, and then cut the deck, pull a card that way. Alright, well, it's a little messy, but let me just take this card here. We'll take both, since they both came out like that. So we'll start with the Messages of Love card first. Alright, we have Healing. It says, old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. So yeah, I mean, right away that jumps out to me is what we were talking about with this Nine of Wands energy that we see on their side. So not too surprising to see that. I don't remember which order I picked these two out from, but we'll take a look at this one first. All right, we have Exchanging Gifts. There's the artwork, and the number is 27. So let's see what that has to say. All right, the relationship message says love is an exchange of life force energy between two beings. It grows exponentially when it's reciprocated. You must give and receive in order for love to flourish and abundance to flow between you. Spirit wants you to start accepting all the blessings waiting for you, as well as offer the same gift in return. Open your heart and allow it to be filled. Let love in and let it flow out of you too. Love is truly yours today. So that's an interesting message there, right? Because like I said, on the one hand, it looks like you were pretty open in the past, but it's just that this person might have been trying to move things ahead more quickly than like what seemed to be what blocked you off at that point. But maybe that message will resonate with some of you anyway. And then the other card we got was Flexible. There's the artwork, and the number is 19. So interesting, because that makes me think of the Sacrifice energy, where at least it looks like you're trying to decide, can you be flexible, right? With the understanding that, okay, am I going to have to give up too much to be in this connection? Is it worth it, right? Weighing the pros and cons. So we'll see what this message has to say. All right, the relationship message says, in every relationship, it's important to be open to new experiences and learning new things. Letting go of rigidity is what's required right now. You don't always have to be right all the time, do you? It's okay to come to a happy compromise. You can still get your needs met. It's a beautiful day when you meet halfway. The appearance of this card in a reading could also signal that you have met someone new who may not be your type, but who will turn out to be So special that you can easily release your old ideas about what sort of partner is right for you. Be flexible. You'll be happy you made that choice. So yeah, interesting message there because both of those in a way seem like they're kind of nudging you toward not abandoning ship just yet with this person. But at the very least, it looks like if that's the case, it would be helpful to try to have that conversation, right? To at least see, like, hey, can we slow down the pace here and see what happens from there. But hopefully that resonated for you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.